Hey guys, this is Joy back again with another video. I just wanted to say thank you so much for tuning into my channel. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. This channel is called Live Narc Free. It's all about inspiring and motivating you guys to live your best life. It's all about helping people get free, stay free, and to move on from the narcissist. Never, ever go back. Again, I'm a coach. I have been a coach since 2016. I have been dealing with narcissists since 2010. I have coached many victims, many survivors of this mental disorder, and it's definitely changed my life, and I'm hoping to change many other lives as well. So if you haven't, please make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Excuse me. If you have any questions or comments about narcissistic abuse, please leave it in the comment box below. And so I just wanted to announce, I wanted to say thank you guys to those that reached out to me in regarding my audio. The response has been amazing. So what I'm going to do, since I see that a lot of people are wanting it and they're requesting it, I'm going to give you guys an extra day that I'm going to be giving away the audio course. So make sure after this video you leave a comment below. Leave your email, and I'll send you the audio, and it will be all yours for free. I feel so good doing that because, again, I want to show you guys that it's not even about the money. It's really about me helping you and just giving that knowledge, giving that wisdom, giving that information, because I know that it could bless someone. And you know, sometimes I understand it might be rough out there financially and you might not have the funds, and I get that. So I want to let this be an opportunity for those that really want it to go ahead and listen to it, you know, really just soak up the information and, you know, just live it and take it and, you know, just apply it to your life. You know, I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be an overnight thing where you just listen to it and your life changes. No, you got to listen to it over and over and over and over again. You have to like reprogram your mind, you know, and that's what it's all about. It's all a mental game. So again, like I said, I'm going to extend another day because I see that a lot of people are wanting it. I got a really lot of good feedback. So what I wanted to ask you guys, I want to ask you guys for a favor. So, and the people that have emailed me, shout out to you guys. But I asked them, and I'm going to ask those of you that are watching and that would like to try it out, try the audio. Once I finish the video, I'm going to give you the opportunity to leave your email below. And then I'm going to email you the audio, the 7 steps to moving on from narcissistic abuse. And then you listen to it, and if you could, please leave me a review, or you can do a written review, or you can do a video review, a recorded video review, whatever you prefer. And, you know, share how the audio has helped you. You know, what did you like about it, and, you know, those sorts of things. And I'm open to, you know, feedback. So let's say if you don't like it, you can say that too. But I'm a very transparent person, and I put my blood, my sweat, and my tears in that. And any and everything that I do, I always do 100%. So anyway, yeah. So like I said, I'm extending a day just because I've been seeing a lot of people are wanting it. So I'm really excited about that. And so that's that. I'm going to go ahead and get into the message. And also, you guys know I'm offering my coaching sessions 50% off this weekend. And that will end on since it is Memorial Day, I'll extend that till Monday, because again, I see a lot of people, they have been contacting me, making appointments for their coaching sessions. Because let's say if you wanted to try a 30-minute coaching session, but let's say you didn't want to do it this weekend, but you still want the discount, you can book it for a time ahead. You know, we could make that appointment whenever, you know, a time is best for you, you know. But anyway, so that's that. All of that information will be in the description box. So enough of that. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the message. I wanted to talk about isolation in regards to the narcissist and how they isolate you from your family, your friends, and how it affects you during a relationship, or even before and after. And I will tell you my experience first, and then I'll go ahead and talk about how, you know, they can do that. So the first narcissist that I dealt with, he was really clever. He was smart about how he went about the abuse, And slowly but surely, I felt him isolating me. And I think he actually did a pretty good job of doing it. It took him some time. Again, I didn't know that he was abusing me, unfortunately, till, later on in a relationship, and I had already fell in love, and it was kind of like, I either had to leave or I was going to stay and be miserable. So I chose to leave. But to make a story short, in the beginning, when I met him, I had a lot of friends and people that I would talk to, on a daily basis. I kept in contact with them. And I realized as I was dealing with the narcissist, they would make me focus on them and not really contact my friends or not even want to hang out with them and spend time. And because the narcissist wanted all of my attention, wanted all of my time, all of the energy went on to the narcissist, and they do this on purpose. It's a part of their strategy to kind of control you. And I realized that the narcissist really had me where he wanted me, which was by myself and totally dependent emotionally, financially, mentally on him for everything, for making any life decisions. I would go to the narcissist before I did it. Because even before I met him, I wasn't like that. I was totally, I was an independent thinker, and I still am today. I don't really ask, I might ask someone for advice, but 9 times out of 10, I think for myself, and I'm like, okay, this is a possibility, a possible solution. I'll think things through, and then again, I may ask for help, but then I will make the decision myself. It won't come from anybody outside of me. I think I'm a very good decision maker. So anyway, I realized that the narcissist isolated me from my family and my friends, and literally everything was dependent upon him. And again, like I said, they do this because it's easier for them to abuse you more, because nobody will see the abuse, because it's just you two. There won't be any friends around to witness it, so nobody knows what's going on, if that makes sense. And again, they will do this slowly but surely, because in the beginning they spend a lot of time with you, because that's to get you kind of like sucked into the relationship, and they do the love bombing and, buying you things, taking you out, trying to make you fall in love with them, and making you false promises, and stuff like that. And, you start to fall for that because you believe it, because 9 times out of 10, you probably are a good person, you believe in love, and you believe that most people are good, or you give people the benefit of the doubt, but again, I slowly but surely started to notice that I wasn't hanging out with my friends as much as I used to. A lot of them, as I told them like different scenarios and situations that was going on, and how he would talk to me, how he would treat me, how he would go kind of like hot and cold and stuff like that, people was like, okay, like, you see that he's not treating you right, and you're feeling some type of way, so why are you still sticking around? Why are you still believing that they could change? So my friends, they're getting irritated with me because they're like, you're not listening. But me, again, I was young and naive, and I was so caught in love with, their false persona, and yeah, it irritates them because they want to help me, but it's like in the moment they do like the mind control thing, the hypnosis. So it's like it's hard for you to see it in that moment. So it kind of makes them distance, because they're like, oh, well, she's not listening to me, so why do I want to be around that person? So again, the narcissist isolates you because you're looking to the narcissist for everything. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead, and I hope that helps you guys understand isolation, how they kind of do it. They set you up to be alone, because I'll give you guys another example. I remember I was transitioning from living with my aunt to moving into my own apartment. And again, I did kind of isolate myself, but it was because I really wanted, sorry about that, I don't mean to mess up my nose in the video, but I really wanted to be able to have my own space. And, at the time, the narcissist was like kind of egging me on, saying, oh, congratulations, and, let me know when you get your new apartment, blase, blase. And what's funny? When I actually got my apartment, he posted on Facebook that he was in a relationship and wanted me to come over and spend some time Oh no, he was wanting to come and spend time with me, but I was thinking like you were making plans for us to be together, but then I found out you're in a relationship. That's not happening. But then I realized I was feeling lonely at the time because I was like, well, you was making it seem like it was gonna be us and no one else, you know. So you see how they like isolate you to kind of to control you, to make you accept what it is that they're dishing out. Does that make sense? And again, I wasn't really in contact with my friends like that because all of my friends um, was living in a different city from me that was a lot further away. And you know, the narcissist kind of aided me to like move out of, you know, my aunt's house. And again, I wanted to move out because she was a narcissist as well. But if she wasn't a narcissist, that will be another method of them isolating you from your family and your friends, so they could kind of get you by yourself where you don't have any help and you're pretty much dependent on the narcissist financially and mentally, emotionally, etc. So I hope that's making sense. Um, but I'm gonna give you guys some other examples and kind of explain a little bit more. But that was just my experience of being and feeling isolated from people that really cared about me and that really genuinely liked me and wanted to spend time with me. But instead, I would choose to be with a narcissist because in my mind, I was thinking like, okay, this person loves me. They want to help me in my life. They want to nurture me, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, they wanted to abuse me and use me and, you know, destroy my life, pretty much in a nutshell. But thank God they didn't. so, so yeah, like I said earlier, in the way that they will isolate you is they will keep you away from your family and your friends, and they will try to make it seem like, you know, they're like your family and friends don't like them. So they try to like kind of put you in the middle and make you choose them over your family and friends that may have been loyal to you for years. They will do stuff like this. And then once you choose them, they might choose somebody else and leave you stuck by yourself. Like I hear this case happening so many times. So be careful of that. Okay? And again, it's to control you. It's to manipulate you. It's to get you to go by their rules and to follow the way that which they want you to go. And it might not even be a way you want to go. And it's to accept life on their terms. You know, you're going to be maybe their permanent supply or primary or secondary supply. You're always going to be there. If they can isolate you and keep you by yourself, then they won't worry about you maybe dating anybody else or, you know, getting a pain from someone else that could see like, hey, you're being abused. You need to get out of this. You need to get help. You get what I'm saying? Because let's say, you know, for example, you go out to dinner with, it's you and your narcissist. And let's say you invite your mother and your father and your cousin or brother or whatever. You have been abused already. You have been hypnotized probably, or already excuse my language, mind fucked, or have had some sort of like mind control, and you are thinking like, oh, I'm in love with this person, they won't do anything to hurt me. But then they talk down on you, they may abuse you, they might call you fat, they might call you ugly, but you still stick around, you know. And let's just say your mom and your dad, they might notice that he might talk to you in a way that's not kind, or he might say something that might upset you, and they might perceive it as, wow, like that wasn't a nice thing to say. But since they are not around the narcissist, they can pick it up. But since you have been kind of programmed and you kind of been trained to accept that, then you won't think much of it. I hope that's making sense. So again, they will want to maybe say like, hey, you don't need to be around this person. You need to find somebody that would treat you right. But the narcissist wouldn't want you to hear that from others, so they would try to keep you away from those people. Does that make sense? I really hope so. So that's a way in which they would try to isolate you from people that really might have your best interests over them. And we all know they don't have our best interests. They just want to use us. And again, they want to make you dependent on them. So let's say, for instance, you know, the narcissist might ask like, hey, can you move in with me? And they might say like, oh, you don't have to pay for anything. Like, I'll buy everything. You could just sit here, take care of the kids, clean the house, blah, blah, blah. And so let's say you agree to that. Now what? You're dependent on the narcissist financially. You're dependent on them emotionally, mentally, for everything. You're totally dependent. You don't work anymore. You just cook, clean. That's all you do. So now what? You're dependent on them. And that's how they want to get you. They want to get you weak. They want to get you so weak, you guys. So don't fall for the tricks. Don't fall for it. Don't do it. Even if you recognize it's a narcissist, get out. Like, don't even stay to see if they're going to change, because they are not going to change. Period. They're not going to change. And again, you won't realize that you're being isolated until it's too late. So what I would advise, if you feel like you're being isolated, you feel like you're not really hanging out with your family and your friends or people, or you're not doing activities that you normally would do once you're in a relationship with the narcissist, that might be a red flag or a sign that you should definitely think twice about the person that you're with, and you might want to move on and get help, and try to stay away from abusive people and toxic people. You would thank yourself later. So hopefully this video helps. I know it might have been kind of like all over, but yeah, I did want to read some comments though quickly. Let's see here. I hope this video won't be too long, but I just want to read it here. Let's see. And again, make sure you guys are subscribed to my to this channel. Make sure that you are following me on Facebook. I have a Facebook page called Live Narc Free, and make sure you are following me on Instagram, also Live Narc Free. Okay. So, just gonna read some comments here. All right. So once again, Demetrius says, thank you so very much for responding. Your videos are so very helpful. The worst thing that I ever did was offered the narcissist money. When I changed my mind, he showed his true colors. He discarded me like trash. He has conditioned me in feeling guilty, like I have to give him money. It's hard. Narcissists are master manipulators. Yes, they are. And I will make a video about master manipulators, like, because that is like, they have literally, they've mastered it. They got it down packed. They know how to do it. They would do it to anybody, anyone, anywhere, anytime. It doesn't matter. They will manipulate you to get what they want. Okay? So yeah, thank you for that comment, Demetria. And also, the next comment comes from Robert Sawyer. It says, it's kind of funny that there are male emotional vampires. My ex-wife was narc, MPD, and a borderline. She consistently exhibited about 90% of the traits listed in the DSM-5. Once I realized that it wasn't me, I started detaching myself all the way, diminished my ego, and accepted that some people are just there to teach us more about ourselves. Great video. Thank you for that, Robert. I really appreciate that. And yeah, I believe that to be true. You know, life is about learning, and you know, the lessons that we learn in relationships teach us about ourselves, like what we're willing to, how strong we are, how we can endure a tragic or a trauma relationship or a traumatic event, and how we could push through and move on, and still get help, you know, and still be able to go on to a better relationship. So yeah, thank you so much for that comment. I really appreciate it. And is there anything else? I know I did my video in a different format than normal, because normally I read the comments first and then I go into the content, but today I did the content and then I read the comments I was after. But yeah, I think that's everything. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And once again, today and tomorrow, I'm giving my 7 steps to moving on from narcissistic abuse audio course. I'm giving it away to you for free. So if you like to try it, if you want to listen to it, you can email me at livenarcfree9@gmail.com, and or you can leave a comment below with your email and I'll send it to you right away. And like I said, the only thing I ask is if you leave a review, or you can record a video. And whether you do a written or recorded video, just say how the audio has changed your life and what you liked about it. all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. And also, if you'd like to try a coaching session for this weekend only, I'm doing 50% off. And like I said, if you want to book an appointment, that's totally fine. So you can book your appointment today or tomorrow, and you can get the discount, but you can have it at a later date. So I'm okay with that too. So the details are going to be below. I'll see you guys in the next video. And make sure, if you have any questions or comments about narcissistic abuse, leave it below and I'll make a video. Bye guys.